Hello guys, welcome to today's show. My name is CHUKS and you're on GFL TV, the home of football. So if today is the first time we sell our program, for here we bring you the latest Arsenal news updates as they drop all over the world. So for now, we'll start with today's news. On my familiar settings, so they can ask Mikel Arteta whether he get plans of buying new players, of strengthening the team. So Babacon talk say then they hope to buy more players if the market allow them to buy, because you know if you predict the market, the way people they carry player money go up and who go they available to fit in for the system with them won't deploy. But at the end of the day, Babacon talk say the people with them don't buy. Say still okay for Ramo, say they go fit help them achieve what they want to achieve. But at the same time, if you see any opportunity, any realistic opportunity for the market of any player when they look for, we can they available, saying go buy them, because it is one thing for a player to become available and it's another thing for the player to want to move. So that's and that is so. But one name where everybody they always mention that be Yuri Tillemans. Even Ben Jacobs self come outside, they can call it talk say Arsenal they confident say Yuri Tillemans now Arsenal go end up. So if they want them today, they go Leicester, go tell them say, okay, how much with this guy gonna let us know. But as of now, they never really do anything, so they just they watch. Well, but they watch as everything is up. My prayer is they just sign one or two people extra before the season transfer window will close. So for the match they played yesterday, Arsenal versus Sevilla. So Arsenal don't defeat Sevilla 6-0 to lift the 11th edition of the Emirates Cup, with goals through 3 goals from Gabriel Jesus, 2 goals from Saka, and 1 goal from Nketiah. Arsenal finished that preseason in big style. And if you watch that match, Arsenal played very, very well. Like, I was super proud of the badge, super proud of Arsenal, because in the first like 19-20 minutes, you don't nag like 4-0. What is this so? Like, it came as a surprise. People really shout go, and the Emirates Stadium was packed. I think that was a 60,000-65,000 capacity stadium. The team full to the brim. Everybody did there, they happy. We scored 6 unreplied goals. Like, we didn't concede anything, and thanks to the heroic nature of all those kind of Ramsdale, Ben White, Saliba, Gabriel Jesus, Zinchenko, that back four, very, very solid. And if you check the lineup, we see we're still missing people like Erian Tierney, people like Tomiyasu, people like Torreira, people like Emile Smith Rowe. These are people we say on a good day, if you bring them in, they will play very well. Like Fabio Vieira said, even they almost don't they get scored them too. Like our defense. And then he gone, we say last season, the guy Pana GK, everybody they confirm say yes, and then he good, and then they say no play, and then he did for Benjamin. We are very, very happy with all these guys, and they played very, very well. 6 unreplied goals. So now we'll just cool down. Then anybody get injury, may they recover from that injury, because next 1 week now, August 5th, Friday, Crystal Palace versus Arsenal. That match is going to be a banger, and we are hoping so we'll collect our first 3 points for that match. Yes, and what to make me like the match, because Crystal Palace they disturbed us last season. I think they even beat us on away. So now we are meeting them to set the record straight. Then they don't say, no people na meet, we don't strengthen. Then say, I notice they don't really strengthen because Gallagher don't go back to Chelsea, and don't know whether Chelsea don't give Gallagher back to them. Most of their players who they used last season, they do different things now loan. Well, what does the CHUKS go sub? On my familiar setting, after the match, so they call the interview Mikel Arteta, so they call they ask him about plenty questions. So they call ask him say, now we say they don't score the plenty goals for this match. What it be in assessments for the way the boys play? So back on talk say it is quite true. So we get a big scoreline, like the team scored plenty goals. Gabriel Jesus scored hat-trick for his first appearance for Emirates Stadium. Is quite good. It shows he's a professional goal scorer. Is a fox in the box. And at the same time, so we still get some areas where we need to improve. Because when I was watching the match, if you check the second half, we can't be like so we slow down the tempo when the second half starts. Then Sevilla come in the ascending order. Then later we can take over again before we can post 1 or 2 goals again. We can make up 6-0. But we will give them a rush hour for the first half. We don't say for that first half we did very, very energetic and dynamic. Like we don't give them time to rest. We give them high pressing. That was why Sevilla keeper said can't make mistake. Saka can't score in your second goal. And from the statistics, they can talk say that Sevilla keeper might be the best keeper for La Liga last season. And can't come. He never chopped 6. I don't say don't chop 6 for his life. How can he chop 6? Well, it is what it is. At the same time, they can't ask Arteta about Gabriel Jesus settling in so well with the team. So Babacon talk say, it's not easy for a player to adapt to a new club, adapt to a new manager, adapt to the new teammates, new environment. They're very easy, but Gabriel Jesus did it perfectly well, and he did it in very, very quick fashion. The guy do am so good. Like, if you watch the team, you go think say he don dey play for Arsenal for a long time. Like, the way the boys they look for him on and off the ball. If he just dey like this, everybody who ball will look up. Jesus, because they have maximum belief in his ability to put the ball at the back of the net. And not say just give him the ball. Now the same tactics Real Madrid they use. Give Benzema the ball. Now what the Arsenal everyone use, just give Jesus the ball. He's going to do magic. And the guy they score goal for fun. Now he's smiling. I don't see if mama said they watch a man they super proud of the boy. He's scoring goals for fun, and that is what they need him to do. Because they know say if you give him the ball, a busting net. At the same time, they ask Arteta about Odegaard and Gabriel Jesus bonding and their partnership. So Babacon they talk say the relationship between these two is very, very good. Like, Odegaard na very, very good playmaker, but as a playmaker you need a potential threat in front of you. Somebody will be say if you give him the pass, he go bust the net. That is going to tell how good you are. The reason we make people see they rate Mesut Ozil as one of the best playmakers in the world during his time and when he was in his prime, that because majority of the chances when give Cristiano Ronaldo way they ahead of him, Cristiano they bust him. So as Cristiano they bust him, the guy they rack up many assists. That was why he was up there. That's why Arsenal go sign her. Everybody gonna be very happy say we signed a top number 10. The same thing with Odegaard. See last season now, all the chances when they create, like I said, no they do anything. Aubameyang, no they do anything. But this time around is having somebody who is very prolific in front of him. Somebody who they willing to take a half chance in front of him. Look at the kind of goal where Martinelli give assist to Gabriel Jesus. Give and square play, the guy dives in leg, cuts the thing, enter. Lacazette will not have done that. That's the thing we're talking about. That's what we're talking about. So Babacon they explain more about this. Odegaard is able to find the final pass, but now he needs to connect with Gabriel Jesus to make Gabriel Jesus a better player. Because Odegaard now going to give him the final pass, and Gabriel Jesus also is connecting with the wingers. His relationship with Martinelli. Now another day we'll talk about that story. That story is deeper than Arsenal. He reach Brazil, he gets. So if the assistant say, compadre, I'm going to give you assist, make it a boss, then don't worry. Now me and you did. So Gabriel Jesus now don't they make Bukayo Saka play better. They make Martinelli play better. They make Odegaard play. Like the three people behind them is making them play better, because when it comes to pressing, the guys are very good. I'm talking about pressing, so the funny even they ask Arteta about the pressing. So Babacon talks say yes, the pressing has improved because Gabriel Jesus in they used to press. Man City and Liverpool are one of the best pressing side in the world. Now then when they come gang pressing, now then get them. They sabi do one like mad. They don't let you go, but they want the ball back. So Gabriel Jesus they used to that pressing lifestyle. So if you watch for the first half, where only him can they press, you can see the people behind them. They know they press. When they say press now, see the stop now, call the defense. Now they come start to the pressure time. As they come they apply pressure on that Sevilla defense, Sevilla when they do mistake. That is the purpose of pressing. When you press your opponents, they will make a mistake and you collect the ball and you go and score. So that's the goal. So now Arsenal pressing don't improve, and the pressing and the people in the 4 people in for the front, now then they very key, they very vital to any pressing where any team want to do. So that's what it is. At the same time, they don't want to make Arteta go, so they come they ask him, say, how you go take play with Gabriel Jesus? What is your plan for him? Is it going to be a centre forward? Is it going to be a winger? What are your plans? So Babacon they explain, say, as Gabriel Jesus is like this now, say we'll go use him as a 9, and now we'll use him for now. But at the same time, he can play as a winger, left or right wing, he can play there. So that is why we're happy with him. And at the same time, it gives us another opportunity to play with 2 strikers. We experimented with it when playing Edin Nketiah and Gabriel Jesus up front. Put Nketiah for 9, Gabriel Jesus for wing. Yes, we experimented it and it worked in preseason. So if you get match with it very tough, like a tough nut to crack, then we'll change our shape. Because one thing about Arsenal is that we don't have to use one shape all through. Like Liverpool will use 4-3-3 come rain comes on. Man City will use 4-3-3 come rain comes on, because of their superior firepower we then get. We now will not get blessed with all those kind of firepower, so we have to change systems to fit whoever we want play. So now so it will just be. Also, they can't ask because I Arteta about Odegaard becoming captain. Like, what do you make you choose Odegaard ahead of some kind of people within there? Because when it comes to seniority, not being oldest person for the team. When it comes to age, they may be the oldest. Many things. So back on talk say the reason we make them choose Odegaard, say don't they monitor Odegaard for 18 months when on for Arsenal, and it is because he represents the values of Arsenal Football Club. Everybody there for the club love him. The staff, and fellow players, everybody love him. As they choose Odegaard, not be by voting. Because many people when they don't like, I can't check the history of Arsenal captains. When you check people like Thierry Henry, people like Cesc Fabregas, people like Aubameyang, they got the captainship not based on merits, but it was like a bribe. You give them so that they don't go leave. That is what they gave, and that's why they gave Aubameyang the captain. Nobody say you merit him so much like that. It was like a bribe for him not to leave. You see people like William Gallas, the same thing. They just give him a bribe. You see people like Granit Xhaka, it was through voting. Don't be say now merits, now votes. Sometimes the best candidate may not win the votes. But when it comes to Odegaard, it wasn't by vote, it wasn't by anything. Now Teta choose him. Say this guy, I like him. I don't watch him. I don't monitor him. I don't see the values we get. This guy also be the captain of Norway. There are no negative remarks or comments around him on and off the field. He's dedicated. He's a focused human being. That is why I won't give him this captain armband. It's like a role model. People look up to him. He has this leadership quality. He has this thing around him that people respect his opinion so much in the dressing room. So that is why I'm giving him. And the team self come back at the choice we make. Say, Coach, you try. This guy makes sense because I think last season Odegaard still took the mantle of leadership, the leaders, and now it don't start, and we are giving Sevilla a 6-0 banger. And Odegaard not be injury prone. He's always there to chip in one or two advice because in the small you, but for his head, they get up baller. So that's what it does be. The second they ask Arteta about Zinchenko, say what make Arsenal go sign the guy and how the guy done the play. So Baba Conte say first of all, Zinchenko is a serial winner. He's used to winning. So he has that winning mentality, and he's bringing something different to the Arsenal table. So as he can come here, he go come pass on that winning vibe, that gene, pass on to the players. Let them say, okay, I'm on me. I know they settle for less. So because when you are playing for Man City, how many times Man City they lose in the season? I'm not saying that they lose up to 5 times. Man City, Liverpool, they are so used to winning. So losing is not. If we all play Man City, most times it's that you see a draw or you lose. It's hard to win them. That's why anytime we lose, it's called an upset because they are not expected to lose. But they say Arsenal lose, America say it's an upset. Nobody will talk about that because we are expected to lose at least in the season. Even though not only Arsenal, I don't get the unbeaten record, which you are still trying to replicate, and other people are trying to replicate it, but they're very, very easy. So with Zinchenko coming, the guy don't make that our left side very strong because Tierney now injury prone. I would not even the reason Tierney again said. Maybe now Zinchenko will come focus and the guy is very, very good. And if you watch Zinchenko, the drifts come for the midfield. I don't know how they do it. He'll come for the midfield, control them very well, make some kind of passes. And for that flank when the guy is 0 because for that Sevilla game, I saw some kind of powerful passes when they make. Even one ground that when give Odegaard balloon the ball. The guy will still never see enough of him. But just the watch. Nigel Winterborn don't come as I talk about Gabriel Jesus and the hat-trick going score. So Baba Conte say Gabriel Jesus, they remind them of Ian Wright. See, Ian Wright loves to score. He scores goals for fun. And I said to Gabriel Jesus, the guy don't enjoy scoring. Like it can be like say we don't build our team around them. Because they make me remember when we build our team around Aubameyang, where Aubameyang scored 20-25 goals. I think it's the same thing we are going to see with Gabriel Jesus. Just that Gabriel Jesus is sharper, the guy is skillful, and the guy pays everything. He's happy to be here. Score goals for fun. He's not even the highest earner. He's not earning so much. As in everything about the guy. When you don't watch, like I said, for many donkey years, because they watch Gabriel Jesus, you can't say, we don't suffer. We really suffer. You be like the way they used to chop by every day. Can't go your uncle's house, they can't give you fried rice and chicken, put turkey everywhere. You can't start to the chopper because God, because they look where you're coming from. Oh my God. We don't suffer gone, but thank God we are here, shy. Like somebody talked, Gabriel Jesus is a blessing to Arsenal. It's just our angel Gabriel. Well, this is what it is. For me, that setting, the one they asked Jurgen Klopp before the Community Shield didn't play. Meanwhile, for the Community Shield, I think Liverpool beats Man City 3-1. So the one they asked Jurgen Klopp, say, how far this Arsenal match? So what you see about Arsenal and other people where they try to close the gap between us. So Baba Conte say, for the Arsenal match, Say, see the result 6-0 versus Sevilla. Say, they're very, very impressed with Arsenal. Say, I don't ever think this has ever happened to Sevilla before. Don't tell me the tell. Say that keeper was the best keeper in La Liga. I can't remember the last time Sevilla chopped 6-0 without scoring anything. I can't remember. Because they talk, say, wow, say Arsenal really impressed them, and not just Arsenal. Say Arsenal really strengthened, and at the same time, say Tottenham Hotspur and Man yourself, they're strengthened. They even mention Chelsea because Chelsea they go suffer really next season because they never really buy, and next week in the league they start, they don't even get number 9. So I don't understand. Even to me when they go back to RB Salzburg, the Red Bulls, I don't understand. So well, we just watch everything they do. I'm just happy to say somebody like Jurgen Klopp will come outside and praise Arsenal and say, wow, saying what's the way they play. Wow, saying they're very, very impressed with the result. Like 6 unreplied goals, Gabriel Jesus hat-trick. But they themselves know say that when we meet now, we'll know it's in the song. My Maritano Spirit self called they let us know say Pablo Mari don't reject a move to Fenerbahce. Say almost say you don't want to go out to Fenerbahce. I never know in plan whether I want to stay for Arsenal for the rest of the season. I never really know. What's it been plans? I don't really know because as of now, presently, I just say Ateta get like 30 something players. I know, and I only 25 people register. Plus the homegrown players, so I never really know how I want to do all these things. When we go leave out, so you know go leave out. Remember that season when you leave out Mesut Ozil, Socrates, Papastopoulos, and whether Mustafa in leave out, I can't even remember. So is it going to happen this time around, or are you going to send them out on loan? I never really know. We'll just watch out. My reports come outside on social media and the media space where they let us know say Manchester United paid £48.3 million for Lisandro Martinez of Ajax. But now we call it say it no ends there. You know saying that them with Arsenal they drag the guy, so them won't show their own superiority. The Ajax can they happy to watch the bidding war, but themselves can go agree one kind of deal. Now we call it say for every time when Lisandro Martinez play for Manchester United is going to pay Ajax £56,000 every time when he play. So if he play 2 times per week, they go pay them that money 2 times. Like what kind of deal is that? Were you that desperate to get him? I don't just understand. Okay, now when I don't get him, we don't go get our Zinchenko. Look at the team that call the suffer now. And don't be so that the Champions League to get so much revenue. How would you agree? As in, who brokered that deal? I can't really understand. Well, now Arsenal do them now. When we say if we go for players, they don't go rest. They go won't follow us, overtake us. They don't see now. They don't overtake now. Go get basic. Well, it is what it is now. I wish them the best of luck in their depth. Even Daily Mail self don't come outside and let us know say Nicolas Pepe they willing to move to Newcastle. Newcastle they para. I can't hear say Newcastle bid £40 million for medicine of Leicester. Leicester reject that. Now they don't go for another person. Whether that you retell them as I don't know because they don't name the player. Say they want to go for medicine's teammates. I don't hear that one. Newcastle they para. They para. Now they won't come for Pepe. Oh yeah, make them come. I'm gonna give them £25 million. So now what to one seller. Make them pay the money. Carry Pepe. Because Hugo Ekitike said they won't buy from Reims. Now PSG can't collect Hugo Ekitike last. That was why PSG no come buy Gianluca Scamacca again. They can't collect Hugo Ekitike. That is why. So now Gianluca Scamacca don't go finish a move for West Ham. So Newcastle now they go collect extra loan. But Partisan then get money pass. You show me see they collect loan. They took a £140 million loan from the bank. So now they want to buy some kind of players for the finishing touches. Newcastle, how many players don't buy itself? Upon all the money they get, that will still be the highest spenders for the EPL. So can you imagine that? Well, it is what it is. So if you know what yesterday, you should check the top left corner of your screen. You will see the thumbnail. Click outside and get all Arsenal updates as they drop all over the world. So it's just signing out. Enjoy the rest of your day and your Sunday. And get out.